that regard. I mean, you're the AM driver. He's a pro driver. He can do that. So Cospoon's still up. He's coming right up behind a car who's got severe damage while qualifying for some reason. Coming through the final couple of corners, he's up almost a whole second. And loses it in the last corner. Man. What a way to lose it, man. That's got to be extremely frustrating. With that said, during the race tonight, I fully expect him to move up into the top 5. Benjamin Biddulph up 0.2 seconds on his time, along with Tonkin. Damage carries to the race for those who don't know. Get out of here, David. There's no fixing any damage. You've got to sit and repair in the pits during qualifying, and if you don't repair in time, you have to jump out late. Your team name doesn't. You just got to make a team in SimGrid. All right, so Biddulph is able to put down a quicker time. It looks like 220.1. Storm up 0.2 seconds, kind of losing it in this corner here. Now, whoa! I was just about to look at that. I don't know who that was. Now, looking at Almeida, he is up almost 2.5 seconds on his time. So that'll put him, if he's able to catch up at all, he could move up a position potentially. If not, nope, he's given up. He decided he doesn't want to do it. It must be invalid. 932 is still out. Who's that? Storm? Got a little bit of time to gain, but not a lot. Watch Storm as he comes across the line. I believe it's a glitch, David. I've never seen that. Unless you didn't return to the pit, because you're supposed to return to the pit. You just sit out on track, it may carry over. Storm is on an invalid lap, but I think he's just trying to get a little bit of practice in. And he's up 4/10, which could move up. Nope, that was a valid lap for him. So 219.0, he's in 12th place there. And then car number 9 is still out. Not up on his time. Car number 14, let's see, Biddulph is out. If you would like to, Mr. Furnish, tonight, I'll run the camera down the track and you can read the drivers' names off in order.
Yeah, I can do that. There was no time for Rocco Luciano or Connor Knoll either, or Chase Jones.
We're missing a time for Rocco. He's still out on track, so this may be a valid time. It's showing he's up plus 6 seconds, but that just could be an invalid lap time, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, mine's showing it invalid. Up 7.8 though.
He's about to cross the line now and see if it puts him on any sort of time. Yep, he's got a valid time. 227.8. It puts him in 24th place overall. And last car still out on track is Mr. Biddulph. He's up 3/10. Now, this isn't going to help him a whole lot unless he does something crazy here. He's up almost a second. Drops it down, 4/10. This may put him up a position. Nope, he lost it as he comes across the line. So unfortunately, no change in position for him. You were up 0.6 seconds. We were watching that. All right, I will run down the grid. Let me hit the drive button. And I'm going to go to the interior view. No, I'm not. I'm going to hit F7 is what I'm going to do. All right. Whenever you're ready, sir, I am ready to look at the cars down the track.
All right, let's go for it. Your leader tonight is going to be Zach Schneider. Rounding out your second spot is going to be JJ Burr. In third, we've got Nick Kanya. In fourth, we've got Tony Danzig. And fifth spot, Giovanni Ortiz. Rocking the McLaren.
You just read, don't look at me. Just read the names.
In sixth, we've got Devin Anthony. Seventh, Nick Sarantino. In eighth, we've got Christopher Greider. In beautiful Hot Boys car. Casey Swansager in 9th.
Hot Boys is your team, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Rush Elliott in 10th. James Casaboon in 11th.
Yeah, I like that livery. It's pretty.
Sembra
In 12th, we've got Brett Storm.
preso un colpo intero ora. Perfetto.
13th, Mr. Andrew Casey. And 14th, we've got Mark Miller. 15th, we've got the controller king Benjamin Biddulph. And 16th, Simon Tonkin.
Look at his car flying. He just got it up in the garage. Look at this pretty pink car.
And 17th, Havoc Apathy. And 18th, Colin Westeroff.
I like that purple.
Yeah, with the yellow, it's nice. 19th, Michael Cortez. And 20th, another Hot Boys Racing in the Meat Sticks car.
Area briefing, vediamo un attimo
Tomas.
il
You guys need to get your own livery, guys. Oh man, this next car is just astounding.
21st, Josh Almeida. Joshua Almeida.
2,27.
22nd, Glenn Jacobs.
2,27.
23rd,
Ce la potrei
Christopher Montgomery.
fare. Bisogna vedere ora.
24th,
Guarda
Rocco
le
Luciano.
condizioni.
25th, Alex Lundar. 26th, Mason McDonald. 27th, we've got Chase Jones. And 28th, Mr. Jordan Walker. And then 29th, Connor Knoll. And that rounds out the field.
You see the car starting to drive off up ahead.
A lot of really nice liveries in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, while these cars are out and about, we'll take a quick look at the little bit of the calendar that we have left, and then I'll also open up the standings. Move the calendar over. And now I forgot to put this on the hide view. There we go. There's the GT3 and GT4 rookie standings. You notice that this is the last race of the season, the finale. So we're going to be doing tonight's race, and then on Thursdays the GT4s. Unfortunately, the GT4s are not streamed. And then after that, the SRO series finale will be on the 23rd. I don't know if we'll be streaming any of our off-season stuff going on, but we do have the Pro-Am split off-season thing that's going to be going on. It's just going to be 2-hour races. And it's going to be pros and AMs on a team. If pros are by themselves, they pretty much have to stay by themselves. AMs can have a team of 2. The AMs will drive for the first part of that race, for the first hour or so, and then the pros will drive for the second part. So that's pretty cool. While we're here, I'm going to take a quick look at the standings here. We'll transition over to standings.
Tante cose dipende anche.
Yeah, the Pro-Am series, that race should be really fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Be a lot of action. I think it'll be a really good experience and good learning. You know, there's going to be a lot of practice between communication on the teams. So people branch out and meet some new people and make some new friends.
Right, now we got the standings up on screen. First we got the AM Bronze, so these are going to be the red plates you guys see on track tonight. Havoc Apathy is in first and only, what, 6, 7 points away from Mike Cook. So there is a chance it's a double points race tonight if Mike is, well, I don't think Mike's racing actually, so that's extremely unfortunate. Almeida still has a chance to catch back up, but these top 3, all they're doing is fighting to move up into the silver split. Now the silver split, these guys are racing for the Track Titan subscriptions. You'll notice that first place is both Nick Sarantino and Salisbury. Salisbury's not racing tonight, I don't think. I didn't see him. So Sarantino is racing first. Julian, I don't think is out on track either. Rush Elliott, we were just talking about him. So he has a chance to move up to the second or third. Casaboon has a chance to move up to second or third. These guys are all racing for that Track Titan subscription.
A lot of stake tonight for these guys.
Absolutely. And then, of course, they're also racing to move into the gold split. Now the gold split has Will Figgins in first. He's not racing it out. Casey Swanseeger's out on track. Chris Greider's out on track. Mark Miller's out on track. Andrew Casey's out on track. David, I don't know if David was racing. Code Moss is out. So these guys are all racing just to move up into platinums. So platinum split. Zach Schneider, Jeremy Swanson, and Nick Menendez. All these guys up in the top three. Zach Schneider's got a commanding lead. So if he stays in first, he's guaranteed that that trophy or whatever it is we're giving out. I don't know if we're going to do the plaques or whatever. But with that said, it is a double points race. So if something crazy happens and he moves to the back and, you know, one of these other drivers is able to put down a massive massive race and just stay ahead, then they could move up. With that said, since these other two aren't racing, I had a chance to be in podium, but you know, it's just me. So we got Tony Danzig out on track, and Giovanni Ortiz out on track tonight as well. Devin Anthony, I believe. Now the guys that are out on track that are way down here, they're just racing the race. They're here to be here, you know. So we're excited to see how this race comes out. Now, as I'm saying, the drivers are coming around the final straight. We do have a driver in the pits, car 669. Code Moss. I don't know what happened with him, but he's starting from the pits. We're about to see these drivers come across the start-finish line. I'll watch for Helicam for the first lap or so we can see all the things. If you see anything crazy happen, let me know, please. Not a singular clue. As we're green at Spa tonight, the finale for GT3 Rookie Series. Watching these drivers go side by side. Got a little bit of bonking going on in the front. Quickly move down to the middle here. Looks like my race controller just died on me, so I'm going to have to reload that.
All clean. Return one.
Love to see that. Now, while we're doing this, I got to quickly open the race control back up. We're going to be stuck on one view for just a moment.
Tarantino has made his way up into third.
Tarantino in third overall because of the kind of moving around and out. Third, is he in third? He's in sixth.
Oh, he jumped around.
Yeah, you see some weirdness going on. You're going to see that. We do got some box going on. Car 232 way back in the back. Londar, let's see what happened with him. He was just sideways, unfortunately. I don't know if he got spun or what. Looks like he had to wait for everybody to pass before he could make that rejoin. Quickly jump back up to the front of the race here. AJ Burr just running away with it. Tony Danzig right behind. Devin Anthony is up in third. Zach Schneider in fourth. These guys are running in a fairly straight line. We got a little bit of craziness going on in the mid-pack to the back. I'm going to jump back to Andrew Casey and see what's going on here. Move this. There we go. There's the gap. Gio Ortiz right on the tail of Casaboon. Or am I seeing that wrong? Storm is on the tail of Gio Ortiz. He's going to attempt the overtake in this corner. Space is given, but not completed though. As they go into turn 17, they're getting ready to enter the chicane now. Run back to the front as we watch these drivers enter the chicane. Lots of scariness going on there. A little bit of spinning back here with Greider. Extremely unfortunate for Mr. Greider back there. He's going to have to sit and wait for everybody at this point. There he goes. He's got it turned around and he's moving. Looks like that was one of the only bonks that we had back there so far. We do have a couple cars further back. Some side by side. Luciano, you see going here, is able to get an overtake done on Chris. No bonks going into turn one. Come back to the front. They're coming through Eau Rouge and coming out of Eau Rouge now. A couple more drivers here coming out of Eau Rouge. Nobody side by side here, thankfully. Andrew Casey. Looked like he was right behind Gio, but had backed off. Now he's got Storm on his tail. He's not going to go defensive. He's just going to let Storm kind of attempt an overtake. You see an overtake going on behind with Mark Miller.
Little bonk.
Little bonk. And watch out for the car off track. That's Andrew Casey. We just saw. We got to see what happened with him. I just missed it.
the best rejoin, but
do a quick replay. I want to see what happened with Andrew Casey because he went wide into this corner. Looks like he just spun himself off track. Extremely unfortunate for Andrew Casey.
Inizia già ad asciugare, vedete?
A lot of close racing going on right
Che
now.
asciugare piove il meno, quindi
He's got a car right behind him. This is James Cassidy. And then Gio Ortiz right on the tail of Casabuni, who's poking his nose in as if he was going to make an overtake. Westerhoff right behind Apathy, also peeking his nose. These drivers are all doing looks, but not committing to it. It's kind of a scary section, but good racing to be had.
It's early, kind of trying to feel each other out. Not wanting to make any early mistakes.
Got a car spun, I see.
90-minute race.
Is that Westerhoff? Man, more cars crashing going on. Got a lot of crap going on back here. Oh my goodness. Westerhoff got spun, and another car must not have seen it and ran into him. Careful there, Westerhoff. Don't get back on track yet. All right, now's your time to go. Holy moly, we just saw all sorts of stuff going on. Go back forward. Looks like P26, Moss and McDonald racing as they're going through turn 16, about to enter turn 17. Now, it looks like McDonald has the outside line here. Moss is going to attempt the overtake on the inside. Completed with a great send. Great job, Toad. We've got some spinnies going on in the chicane. Car number 76, it looks like. It's just off track up there. Mike Cortez waiting patiently for people to drive past.
Making his way back through as well.
We got some attempted overtakes going on down the front straight into Les Palmes. Now he's trying to stay on the inside here. This is Zach Schneider we're looking at. Car number 15 was able to complete the overtake on Nick Sorrentino. I say that, but maybe not. Who is that? That's car number 111. So he's racing Kanye. I got that correctly. But Sorrentino is right on their tail at this point. TS Note, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. This is the series finale for the GT3 Rookie Series. The race has only just started. 90-minute race with a required pit stop. The pit window is open for nearly the entire race. Saw a little bit of yellow flag going on with Gio Ortiz. I don't know if it was just an off track or what it was.
Andiamo alla drifting. Allora.
What do we got going on? Mark Miller?
Yeah.
It's got Andrew Casey right behind him now. These two are good buddies, so they like to race and they like to race hard. So you're going to see some side by side here soon between these two. You can see Andrew trying to tuck it in right behind him. No, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Rookies can have a league stream. Absolutely. That's what we do here.
And Mark joined the league after a raid on the stream channel.
Yeah, we actually raided.
Old Fells, yeah.
Oh my god.
Who hosts this league? We do. Noobs or Us? This is the Noobs or Us league.
Oh yeah.
You can go to !SimGrid to find our league.
Look no further, fella. You found him.
JJ Burr. Still holding Tony Danzig in the Toad just behind him. Now Tony's got a lot of work to do because JJ is rapid. We'll see if he's able to catch up at all. Zach Schneider right on the tail of Hanya as they're about to go down the hill into a Rouge.
Intanto che lui chiacchiera, che non è ancora cominciato, che però è già
Yeah, !SimGrid, I'll pull it up for you. There you go. That's how you find our league. We're on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Now, we'll quickly jump back down. We got some, oh my goodness, some spinning and bonking going on. I'm going to back it up 15 seconds here. Let's see what happened. Oh my goodness, Jones Sr. flew through the chicane in the first turn and then ended up cutting somebody else off. It's extremely unfortunate. Looks like he just jumped into the pits at that point. You couldn't race tonight. Proto, that is extremely unfortunate. I'm sorry you weren't able to race. Now Mark Miller looks like he's pulled away from Andrew Casey a bit. Montgomery and Almeida looking like they're going to try and do some overtaking. You see, as true rookie fashion, they cut too far off to the track. and do an extreme bonk. Watch that rejoin, boys. There you go. He's still nervous about rejoining.
And yeah, staying extra cautionary.
Yeah, a little bit extra.
You don't have to hold your brakes for everybody.
I'm not watching him no more. We don't need to embarrass the man, okay? We got a three-way race here for 21st place. Noel, Almeida, and Moss. And it looks like one of the cars is more or less giving up the position here. And I believe that was Noel that gave that position up. So kind of awkward. But
right.
Now Toad is not racing for position within the split. Gets around him anyways. It looks like Almeida just went wide to give up that position as well. So Moss will be getting away at this point. We're going to look up further. We got Devin Anthony up in 3rd place, which is great. We'd love to see him up there. Now behind him is Kanya. Now Kanya put down a 2:18.39 last lap. And that was his fastest lap so far during the race. So if Devin wants to hold his position, he's really got to be defensive to that car behind him. We're going to quickly jump back to Andrew Casey here. He's still trying to keep it within a second of Mark Miller. Mark just went wide on turn 1, but he's got a better run down in this hill. Gordon Walker fighting Apathy behind. Now Apathy is a red plate and not actually racing for position here. So he's got to use caution as he tries to overtake him on this next straight.
Walker also started in 28th position, so he's made up half the field or more already.
See some defensiveness from Mark Miller going into turn 5 and 6. Les Combs. Oh, there was almost a rear end. Andrew Casey's sideways, trying not to hit Mark. Andrew's going to try and rejoin the track back here.
Be careful he doesn't give up this spot to Apathy and Walker too.
Andrew was able to get back on track, but now he's got a lot of time to make up to get back behind Miller. Now, quickly run back to Kanya and Devin. Now, these drivers, both very fast, very safe drivers. Kanya is just a lap faster, so you're going to see a lot of defensiveness between these two drivers. Devin's actually within a second of Tony Danzig, so Tony fell out of the draft of JJ and is now just trying to race his own race. So Devin trying to catch up to Tony, but also stay ahead of Kanya. Watch these drivers for just a moment. May see an overtake here shortly. They come through turn 16 and 17. Down the straight.
Riders on a run.
Down the straight, there's the chicane. I'm looking at the wrong driver. There they go, entering the chicane. He's on the inside of this next turn, so he's going to be able to hold that position. Kanya is not going to be able to get the overtake done. Going into turn 1.
Kanya's in front. Schneider's trying to get past him.
Schneider's trying to get around Kanya at this point. And that's exactly what Devin wants to see, because Devin has a chance to run away at this point. See how he's built that gap up, and his goal is just to catch up to Tony Danzig. So Kanya has still closed that gap right back up. Extremely precise driving through Eau Rouge in that BMW. Schneider right on the tail. As they come down. They come down, Camel straight into Les Combs. Still only 0.4 seconds, 0.3 seconds behind Kanya here. Going through turn 8, this right-hand hairpin. This is a very hard corner to get right. You've got to really kind of go back and forth between your throttle and your trail braking to get that corner right on his tail here.
Connor Knoll in the pits early.
Got somebody jumping in the pit. They may have damage.
Yeah, I think he had some damage from that incident earlier.
Got to do one of those streamer things. There we go, streamer thing completed. So, it looks like Connie is able to pull away a little bit from Schneider and is caught a little bit back up to Devin Anthony. Devin was liking that a lot, but wasn't able to do a whole lot. Now, jump back down to Andrew Casey. See this? He's already within a second of Mark Miller. So Mark must have had either screwed himself up or Andrew is extremely rapid and was able to catch back up to this group. I say this group, it's just him. Casey Swanseeger.
Whoever had 1 to 5 laps in the drive-through, the track limits drive-through pole, is about to lose that wager.
5 laps is being completed right now. No drive-throughs yet. Look at this, right on his tail as they come out through turn 1, down the straight towards Eau Rouge. Connie may have the draft here, however, that Mustang is extremely rapid in all the straights. We do have a yellow flag on track. It is car 716. That is Mike Cortez again in the chicane. See how much faster this Mustang is down the straights.
Well, it looks like he maybe just missed his braking spot.
Not sure. I'll quickly run back to Andrew Casey and Mark Miller. Still fighting for P10. Both in the same car. Love the sound of those Mustangs. They sound beautiful. We'll jump back up to Devin Anthony again. This battle for third place is getting it's getting what it's getting. You know what I'm saying? Check that wing view. Able to pull away a little bit as they come down the straight towards the double gouge. How do you want to say that word? Or 10-11. Schneider may be able to do an overtake here shortly. I'm going to quickly run back to that. He's completed the overtake on Kanya into turn 12 and 13. Extremely fortunate for Schneider. I don't know what's going on with Kanye. He's extremely rapid. I wonder if he's messed up his tires or something. But Devin is able to run away now. We'll run back down the list here to Jordan Walker. Jordan Walker here racing up against somebody who's not on in the same split as him. But now Elliott, however, is racing to get into the gold split. So he's on pace. He's within his right to battle if he wants to. Ryder trying to overtake Tonkin in the grass for some reason. She's going to screw him up as he goes down this straight towards turn 16 and 17. So unfortunate for him.
We like to practice a lot of new lines at Hot Boys. Try things out, get creative, see what works, what doesn't.
And we had a request for an onboard with Devin Anthony. He's just starting a lap here, so let's do an onboard. Devin going through Eau Rouge. He's going to get a lot of speed down this straight. Change this over so you can see kind of the same thing that he's seeing. Braking really heavily into this first chicane. Les Combs, turn 5 and 6. It looks like he was able to gain a little bit of time on Tony Danzig ahead of him. Coming down this little straight before the turn 8, this hairpin. Like I said, you got to be heavy on the brakes first. Throttle and brakes as you come through a little bit. Now he may have screwed up his braking there because Schneider is right on his tail. You can see in that rear view. So he may go a little bit defensive on a couple of these corners. See, he's moving to the inside, being defensive. Doesn't want to give him any opportunity. Braking heavy. And then throttle his way out. Don't throttle too early or you're going to go wide on the exit of turn 11.
Quindi la gara, lo ripeto, è stata ridotta a un'ora. Doveva essere un'endurance di 2 ore e hanno deciso
He's gained nearly a second on Tony Danzig at this point.
Insomma, tra tutti i piloti di fare un'ora.
Anche perché stasera siamo in pochi. Still has Schneider right in his rearview mirror. I love this right-hand corner because you can nearly go flat if you do it right.
E sta andando lo streaming oppure no? Il mio canale YouTube
Now, he's got away from Schneider a little bit, but not a lot. Now, Schneider's Ferrari is not nearly as fast in the straights, but with that draft, he may be able to catch back up. So you may see some defensiveness from Devin here. Nope, not going to do it.
In chat posso leggervi,
Into
magari non riesco a leggervi in tempo reale perché già lo streaming è ritardato e per questioni anche di qualità che almeno si vede meglio. E poi niente, allora, io mi devo concentrare però sulla gara, ancora non c'è nulla. Vediamo. Scusate la mia nuca, scusate i capelli, ancora non sono riuscito ad andare a un barbiere. Se c'è un barbiere che sta guardando lo streaming, se può venire a domicilio, che è qua della zona magari, della provincia. Ok, dai, io qua ci sono, io farei così, io separerei le due finestre e magari se rimpicciolisco riesco a vedere tutte e due. Sì, forse ci riesco. Mi metto di una a fianco all'altra e vi dovrei leggere. Quanti belli, radiosi. Allora mi devo concentrare. Ora mi perdo. Allora intanto facciamo una cosa. Un attimo stato la benzina. Ora le condizioni sono diverse. A questo punto cambia tutto la stazione. Non è un problema, non è un problema. Però allora, tempo sul giro, un tempo 2, 2, giro di cognizione. Dai, poi secondo litri per giro, quanto me ne faceva? Perché mi ha tolto? Quanti erano? 3,44 mi pare, 3,44. Vedrai che ora il server c'era anche prima. Boh, non l'hanno riavviato, non ho capito. Comunque vabbè, siamo in 9, siamo a 9. Allora
We're live. Hello. Wait, my mic is working now. Love that. Right after all of that practice, now you probably hear me double, so let me remove one of these. Hang on. Alright. Anyways, welcome to the Noobs or SRO Esports Qualifier Finale. I am the host, the caster, Jeremy Cubbage, with my co-host, Andrew Casey.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
So as you guys can see, we only have 9 drivers today. So we reduced from a 120-minute race to a 60-minute race so that the drivers aren't driving alone for too long. That's quite a lot of people that decided I'm not going to win, so I'm not going to race kind of situation, which is unfortunate. I'm sorry that they feel that way, but...
Allora, race, sicuro, Controlliamo un attimo una cosa.
We're going to take a look at these drivers. It looks like first person to
però I condotti vanno bene.
be out on track. Well, we're getting some glitchiness. Are you getting anything, or is it just me?
Le gomme sono bagnate, vediamo bagnate. Ok.
It looks like the internet's dying.
Vai.
Can you hear me now?
I got you.
Okay. I'm having issues, so I will be right back. Give me just a second.
We have Aston Martins flying through the air, folks. Whatever it was, it seems fine now.
Non ci sono puzze. È abbastanza asciutto.
The audio is glitchy or the video is glitchy? Robot me.
Alright, I think we're okay now. We were having some issues with the internet. Unfortunately, I'm stuck on Wi-Fi.
C'è un buon gruppo.
How do I sound now? Are we okay? Are we sounding
Aumentando la
okay?
pioggia.
Andrew's disappeared.
I hear this fine.
Oh, Andrew's not disappeared. Okay.
I'm not disappeared. What?
Alright, anyways, we've got Seiko out on track. He's on a valid hot lap currently. Right behind him, I would say right behind him, good space behind him is Romagnoli. And behind them is Morant. These are our first three drivers that are on valid laps right now. We see some people in the pits. They are setting up their cars for the rain. Once again, I'm sorry if the internet cuts out. You guys were having some major internet issues. We had storms and stuff a couple weeks ago, and it screwed up all of our internet, so it's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
Feed, no one's lying here but you.
David needs to just continue to watch the race and make sure people don't hit each other on qualifying, like these two drivers that are right next to each other. I'm just kidding. Slight lag here and there. Okay, well hopefully it doesn't get too egregious. If it does, I can make a change to the settings and we'd end up just restarting the stream. But, see how we're doing. We got car number 70 getting ready to cross our line. So he's going to put down a valid lap. This is Seiko, and he is in second place in standings overall, so we're going to watch him carefully today. Looks like he did an invalid lap, which is unfortunate. It was a 226.355 invalid. It is wet, so expect some slower times during this. Romagnoli crossing the line. I don't think he was on a valid lap to begin with. Unless I'm behind here. Let's see. Car 137 Morant. Yeah, all of these drivers seem to be fairly invalid right now. Car number 38 is coming up, also invalid. Then again, the game could be messing with us. 238.060. Badge them. Coming down the back straight. Sorry for the lack of chatting right now, guys. I apologize. Just trying to get the track map open so I can call out track names properly here. Alright, see here. Shashov came across the line, no time down for him. Car number 7 just passed the line, no time for them either. It looks like some of the drivers that have already passed the line and are on their next lap are invalid again. So right now we got Massini who just crossed, he's valid. JJ Burr just crossed a little bit ago as well, and he's valid.
Alto e basso le pressioni ora. Do il giro, vediamo un po' come vado.
While these guys are qualifying, let's take a quick look at some of the liveries that these guys have done. I want you guys, if you guys haven't already voted, to go vote for this up. I think my Streamlabs is dying, you guys.
Ora
It is
scoppia.
kind of dying.
Le gomme rosse.
So give me just a second. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay.
So while Jeremy is figuring out Streamlabs, suckless. What are we thinking? We're gonna have a clean race, guys? Or you think anybody's gonna slip out? You know, Spa's already a difficult track when it's dry, let alone when it's wet. We did pose a challenge to these drivers because we do not have consistent weather. And we're trying to, again, we don't know what the actual community SRO event is going to be like, so we're trying to push these drivers as best we can and prepare them. You're absolutely right, it is a greasy mess. One thing I know that's a little bit odd and different between iRacing and ACC is how the water reacts to racing lines. Do we think that it's going to, you know, looks like in 10 minutes or so, and I mean, of course, this is just for qualifying, but you can see at the 10-minute mark we have less rain, and at the 30-minute mark we have rain actually increasing again. Very difficult for a driver to kind of traverse all that stuff. I don't think the rain is going to stop entirely, but, you know, who knows, maybe it'll stop enough to get those track lines where the car behaves quite differently whether or not you're on the racing line or not.
Alright, I think we're okay. We're back here for a moment, so we're going to take a quick look at some of these liveries. There is a livery competition going on through the Discord. All of these screenshots are in the Discord, so go vote on the ones you like the most, and we'll take a quick look. This is David Collins' car. He's not even racing for some reason. At least he wasn't. I wonder if he overslept or something. But this is his GT Racing Academy livery. I think it's really pretty. And we have Eugene's Seiko's. This is his car. We'll take a closer look at his in-game. He's only got the one livery, unfortunately. This was, I believe, one of the first races at Brands. It's a really nice screenshot. This is Marcus Henrique's car. The Midnight Motorsports car. I really like this one too. I think it looks awesome. This is Colin's old livery. We're not going on based off the blue one no more. This is also an old livery there too, so we'll skip through that one. The Loud Alliance car, this is Domingo's car. I think this one looks pretty cool too. And then we got the, I don't know, Marantz. I don't know what this, Tokoda Esports. I like this livery a lot too. And then we have Quantum Racing. Just fairly easy livery, it looks like. Got the nice Italian logos on it. But anyways, that's all the liveries here. If you'd like to vote on those, please feel free to go vote on those in the Discord. There's better pictures in there, easier for you guys to see.
What livery are you fond of, Jeremy?
Me? I've already put my vote down illegally, probably, but I voted for, let me go to look at it. It was the Dakota Esports one. I like that one a lot.
It is nice. It is a nice livery.
Quickly
Someone who has no idea how liveries work, it's always really cool to see the creativity come out when people make these things, especially with our very own NRU liveries, which I still think are the best around.
I think JJ Bird's driving the NRU livery. He is, so we can take a quick look-see at our pretty livery here. This is an easy livery to make. Anybody can make this livery.
Why don't you shut up, man? I can't even make an all-black livery because I don't even know how to open the app to make it work.
It's easy peasy, bro. You got it.
Yeah, I got it. Right. Oh, look at those cars.
Tony Danzig in chat, not racing because he's afraid he's gonna lose. Look at all these. Look, you only have 10 drivers. You could at least race, man. So anyways, quickly looking at times here, I'll put it up on screen so you can see what I see here. Morant in first with a 2:22. It looks like it's moved from wet to greasy, so the track times are going to start changing a little bit for the last 8 minutes of qualifying. 2:22 for Morant, JJ Bird second 2:24. There's going to be a race between second and third with Massini, 2:24.9, so it's a second off, but he's within that range. Chachnev in fourth, 2:25.4, so closer to Massini than Massini is to Burr. Seiko, 2:26.2, and then we've got a fairly big gap after that. We're Grove Magnoli, 2006, 230, and Vittorio 236, and Alatar 240. The other two drivers have not done valid times yet, so.
Esatto.
Race, rather race.
Yeah, rather race instead of making liveries.
Haven't thought about making your own livery? You should. It's fun. I understand I have auto tune. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm having internet issues, computer issues, all sorts of crap today. So I'm sorry. But,
listen, we're just bringing back 2013, man. Auto tune was big then. We're bringing it back.
let me open up Task Manager and see if anything else is screwing with the network. Nope, there's nothing. Anything screwing with memory. Yeah, the game and Streamlabs. Chrome is kind of too. But I have Chrome open all the time, so I don't know what's going on with that.
La qualifica buona dovrebbe essere.
I don't know. Nothing's really screwing with it. It should be an issue with it. You would think. It's coming from my computer though. Alright, taking a quick look-see. We got car number 38. Vittorio about to cross the line. Is he going to make an improvement? Probably not. I think he's on an invalid time. Let's see here. I don't want to see relative. I want to see time up, right?
Yeah.
Facciamo un po' di distanza.
I will say, it's only a little bit frustrating that our current pole position is racing faster in the wet than I do in the dry. I don't want to talk about it. You know, it's not great. It's not great.
There you go. Here's the livery I'm going for. Look at Thomas Morant's car, Dakota Esports. I think this is a beautiful car. I'll run into this. I think that is an amazing livery. I think it looks wonderful.
Blue does look very nice.
I like the blue and gold. That like just stripe of gold on there makes it nice.
Really, yeah. Just it's the minimal flare and then the wheel colors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go Gomez Racing. Gomez has not put down a valid lap time yet. I think he's got an awesome livery too. I'm surprised he didn't enter the competition. You look wonderful. Thank you, Tony.
You wonderful, Tony.
Speaking of blue and gold, I'm thinking we do a livery in blue and gold. I think that would be nice.
Prima che si ribagni tutta la pista.
Like swap, like get away from the colors, or just do like a special?
I think maybe we could do a blue and gold livery, something a little bit more relaxed for the GT2s because nobody's driving them anyways. So. I think that'd be pretty cool.
If we ever do a peak up, that'd be nice.
JJ Burr about to cross the finish line here. He's done a 224.0, so see if he improves. Does not. Car number 7, Massini about to cross the line as well, 224.9. He improves massively and did a 221.1, putting him in first place overall, beating Morant by 0.3 seconds. Morant's still out on track, and it looks like he's going down the back or the front straight. Hemel, what this curve is called, I guess, and into Les Combs. Looks like we have Kachnev just crossed the line a bit ago. He's in fourth, 222.385. That is his best time too, so he's in fourth for that. About to cross the line now is Devin Anthony with currently 226. Looks like he's invalid on an outlap, which is unfortunate. And car number 60, also on an outlap. This is Gomez we were just talking about. Gomez has been a trooper. He's been staying with us for every single race, and we're happy to have him here. But I wish he had entered that car in the livery competition because it's a beautiful car. You're gone from
Tony, to answer your... We have quite a few. But Tony, the Open Series it's just that. It's an Open Series GT3 only. We're switching up the tracks. Unless, it's not a rookie series. We're opening up to everybody. It's catering to any driver. Yeah, no splits. You show up and you drive.
It's going to be more like the SRO series this time around, where you see how the weather at the top of the screen says there's light rain. In 10 minutes it's going to be just cloudy, and then 30 minutes it's going to be raining. You're going to see that kind of thing. So we're going to have different weather conditions. We're going to have night and day races. We're going to have sunset races, that kind of thing. So We're just trying to make it a little bit more randomized rather than for the rookies where we cater to them and stick with one type of weather and one time of day. We are going to change up the rookie series a little bit where the time of day is going to change, but the track conditions are going to stay fairly the same. Bathurst is in the open series, yes. We'll expect to see Bathurst in there. The finale is the 24-hour Nürburgring. It's going to be a 2-hour race on Nürburgring, so that's pretty cool. While we're talking, Massini still where he was. I thought for some reason he went up, but Morant just put down a massive time, 2:20.3. So still another 2 minutes of qualifying. Track is improving a little bit, so you might see some faster times. 2:20.3 on a greasy track is rapid. I can barely do that on an optimal track. So.
I can't even do that on a normal track.
A little too pro for David, he says. I think David
No, you got this,
anyway.
David. You got this.
It's an open series, man. Go
you.
partake. We want everybody to be in there. So.
Yeah. So you and Tony can swap who takes out the whole group.
See, Altar going off track there. Either we're seeing him or I'm glitching. I don't know what's going around or what's going on. Probably me glitching because that's just how things work. Catching him going up a Rouge. Campbell. The only Porsche that we've had this entire season. Oh, I'm sorry for the glitching, everybody. Hopefully we don't see this too much. It's starting to frustrate me at this point too. Let's see what's going on with my internet.
If you want, I can turn on my mobile hotspot for you.
Okay, yeah, do that from wherever you're at again. Still in fifth, doing a 2:21.7, so he's still within a second of second place. I mean, P2, 3, 4, and 5 are all within a second of each other, and they're just extremely rapid drivers. So all 4 of these drivers fighting for second place, second and third, just amazing to see. Devin Anthony, another one of the NOOBS drivers, driving his own little black and purple and green livery. 2:23.0, which is really good too. So once again, I don't think I would even be that fast. We're gonna see JJ Burr come across the line for the final time. Moves up into second with a 2:21.1. Amazing. Shachnev in third now. Looks like we've got Massini out on track on an invalid lap, but he's gonna finish out his lap anyways. Shachnev is on a valid lap as well. Let's see what Massini comes across the line with. 4 minutes and something. Oh, he was on a valid lap. I apologize. 2:20.1. So Morant came across. I'm going to pull up times for you guys to see this. Morant in first. 2:19.8 on a greasy track. It's moved to green now. Massini, second place. 2:20.1. Chadstnick just moved up again. 2:20.6. JJ Burr, 2:21.1. Sega, 2:21.7. Devin Anthony, 2:23.0. Romagnoli still out on track, but it looks like he's pulling off. 2:23.8. Then we have the large gap. Vittorio, 2:39. No, 2:31. Alatar, 2:40. So we're about to move over into the race session now. Expect that in just a moment. Here we go. Over.
Un litro le gomme decidiamo perché
for some reason I'm not allowed to hit drive, so I'm going to quit and rejoin.
Sono potenti, dovrebbero abbassare un pochino. Allora abbassiamo un po'.
I figured it out.
Good.
P6.
All right, David. Good luck stewarding. You shouldn't see a whole lot of box because there's not a whole lot of cars. Okay. Reconnect my race control, and I will hit drive.
23.
What's that? And I will run down the cars if you'd like to read out the names.
Alrighty. Let me know when you're starting.
I'm starting. Whenever you're ready, you go. I'll move the camera.
Alrighty. In P1, we have Mr. Morantes in the 137 McLaren putting down an absolutely rapid time. In P2, Massini in the number 7 McLaren with a beautiful sky livery. Holding a great time for P2. Mr. Shadchanev, P3, 23 car Porsche. Love that Porsche. Glad to see one on the track. Followed closely by Mr. Burr in the 711 BMW. Again, everybody putting down real quick times of the top 5 here. Number 5, currently standing P2 overall, but P5 in this race. Number 78 in the Aston Martin, Mr. Seiko. Devin Anthony coming in close behind in the 664 BMW. Romagnoli in the 696 McLaren, that lovely green color we got there. Mr. Gomez, glad he's again stuck with us this whole time in the number 60 McLaren. Afterwards, we've got Vittorio in the number 38 McLaren, and last but most certainly not least, number 13 Alatar in the BMW. That's very, very great. Looking forward to seeing everybody race today, and quite a lineup we've got going here. Looking at overall standings, Morant in first place, Seiko in second place, and unfortunately third place is not with us today. Isham Domingo wasn't able to make it, so that puts Matteo Massini in the running for P3.
I'll open up the standings so you guys can see what we're seeing here. Hopefully, maybe, if this thing lets me do it. Standings. Oh, I see what I did. I made a mess up. Stop messing up, and we won't make mess ups, right?
Exactly.
All right, so here's what we're looking at here. Once again, Thomas Morant, he's in first overall with a 163. This is a double points race, if I remember right. I can't quite remember. But Morant, 163, and he's coming first in every race except for the first one. Seiko in second place, 153, and Domingo, 152. Domingo's not going to race with us today, but Massini has a chance to get up into third or even second. Humphreys in fifth overall, and he missed the first race. Looks like he's missing this race as well. Jajnev is racing today in sixth. What's going on?
Not sure what happened, but Morant is in the pits.
Must have forgot to hit drive.
I do hope not.
He might also be
unfortunate for Morant.
He could have accidentally set up his car.
It could be strategy.
I doubt it's strategy. I think he may have screwed up his setup and accidentally hit drive. What is up with the camera? There we go. So Massini will be leading this race, and Morant's gonna have to start from the pits, which is unfortunate. I wonder if he, like I said, I wonder if he had drive with his with the wrong setup. Yeah, the qualifying setup or something. Massini's
especially
gonna start.
Since at least
Shashnev will be
got
in
a green
second.
track right now.
Yeah. So expect to see some track differences. It's currently dry but green. It is Sunday, so it's still supposed to have some sort of rubber on the road. The rain's going to screw with things for this race.
Looks like next 10 minutes, very little rain, but half an hour, halfway through this race. Looks like rain's going to be picking up again. So we'll see how the drivers choose to handle it.
Absolutely. This is going to be a dangerous part of the track here coming up into the double gooch, is what I like to call it. Because you're going to see people going wide in turn 10 and trying to rejoin in turn 11. So on this first lap or so, you may see some people getting into bonks up here. David in chat is hoping not to see that, but we may see it anyways. I remember with the GT3, GT4, we saw some major bonks during our finale. Hopefully we'll see a lot of these guys are supposed to be professional drivers, am I right?
Yep.
Supposed to be. I don't know. The reason why I'm not driving is I'm not. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're not paying them, so...
Yeah, not yet, at least.
Not yet.
Yeah, not until next time.
Not until the next time.
So how do you say this section of the track? less
Ce la metto
fogginess.
tutta, beh, ce la metto tutta.
Buddy, I am
Speriamo che
not,
azzeccato
I'm
anche la
not even gonna
strategia.
try on this track.
fangs.
It's just not worth my humiliation trying to say German things.
There's nothing German about it, okay?
It doesn't matter. That's the point. It could be German. It could be French. I can't say it.
See,
That's the thing.
This corner that are coming around is basically French. It's Paul Ferreira.
Non parla, ma
Yeah,
c'è.
I can't say it.
Yep, we all know. There's one coming up that we could probably say. It's called chicane, and I think we all know that one.
No, tampoco indietro.
Chicane. Yep.
And La
Know that one.
Source,
I
and
got
then
that
Eau
one
Rouge.
down.
Eau Rouge, Eau Rouge,
Siamo
Eau
quasi.
Ooh,
Ultime curve e poi c'è il via.
Rouge.
Inizia a piovere.
Oops. There we go.
I
Yep.
wonder if Morant's trying to give himself a challenge,
Sì,
and
dai,
maybe that's why
inizia a
he's sitting in the
piovere,
pit
ma
here.
bomba.
You know,
He is in first
I hope not.
in standings, so with a 10-point lead over
Presumo
Seiko. So
anche che abbiano
there's
le
a
gomme
chance
abbastanza fredde
that
gli
he's doing
altri,
this for the
anche se hanno
fun.
le slip, però
You can't even imagine how it's spelled with how we're saying it. That's okay. We don't know how it's spelled either, even though it's said the way it is.
I'm looking at how it's spelled, and it doesn't make any sense.
Right, you can see these drivers side by side as they're going through the chicane here. They're going to line up and should be proper. I think there's going to be a space given on the inside.
See
But
what
everybody's
the,
going to be side
the
by
game
side
decides to
except for
do.
Massini. Keep in mind, the starting line is not here. That is the finish line up there. The starting line is around the corner. This is turn 1 up here. They're going to start before the entry to Eau Rouge.
i freni freddi.
We'll keep it helicam for the first lap, see if we can't see some bonks going on.
Thanks for voting, Cook. Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Meglio.
All right, they're getting ready. These weak arms are heavy.
Vomit on Eau Rouge already.
Yep, that's where I would throw up.
Spaghetti.
We are green at Spa. Noobs are at SRO Qualifier finale. Massini's gonna enter Eau Rouge. No side-by-side action. No box as we go through. Now Morant should be released from the pits. He is released, so we're going to see him exiting the pits now. A little bit of defensiveness. Unfortunately, Massini's on the outside of this corner, and Shachnev has the Porsche on the inside. Not able to hold that.
Ooh,
Massini goes
a little
wide.
there. Back on the track.
A little bit of
able to
spinning.
save it.
It's going to cause people to kind of, what is it, domino effect.
Ma porca puttana, lo
No
sapevo.
balking, thankfully, but that allowed Seiko to get around
Dico
everybody.
la vittoria, sei un cretino.
Kind of just get away here.
Te lo dico proprio in live, te lo dico in live, sei
So
un
Seiko's going to run
cretino.
away. Second place, Shachnev with Burr in third.
Sei pericoloso.
Massini has slowed down massively for some reason. And now has to try and hold off Devin Anthony. Devin Anthony's also trying to hold off Mr. Gomez. You see them kind of going a little bit side by side into turn 10 and 11 here. Gomez gets around Devin Anthony and is now in 5th place overall. Come back to the front really quick. Fortunate camera view there. I'm going to go ahead and switch camera views here. Seiko still running away from Shachnev. Burr 2 seconds behind second place. Has Massini and Gomez. Now it looks like Gomez was trying to get alongside Massini into this corner. Massini is defensive enough to hold him back. Gomez trying to stick his nose in every corner. You can see the rain is starting to come down already. So that's going to start screwing with people. We may see early pits, and then if they pit early, it is outside of the pit window. You got to keep that in mind. They are going to have to pit again within the pit window. Gomez right on the heels. You see him get a little bit sideways through turn 17. Down into the chicane. Gomez is going to stick his nose in again. Race room is given. Massini has that inside line on the exit. Gomez trying to do the switchback. Now it puts Massini on a defensive line into turn 1.
Looks like the steward's already worked in no bombs, but we got a unsafe rejoin for Mr. Massini. I didn't know if that rejoin was going to end in catastrophe. He was able to save it, but Yeah, 5 seconds for Massini. Currently P5 as they go into a rouge behind Gomez.
It looks like we had a little bit of a slip up from Seiko up ahead because now Shachnev is right on his tail. Fighting for Shachnev, following him into that inside line, and I just glitched and disconnected, so that's not good. Am I reconnecting? Is the server okay? How are we doing, everybody? Are we back?
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I think we're back.
Following Massini.
Once again, I'm sorry about that, everybody. It might be something we have to deal with for the entire stream. Seiko and Shachnev. Seiko's pulled away from Shachnev at this point. We'll jump back to Morant. Now, Morant had to exit the pit, so he's working his way up through the track. Just got past Romagnoli and is kind of getting away from him at this point. Never lost. Okay, so the game just disconnected. Hopefully it didn't disconnect for everybody. That's unfortunate if it did. Morant pulling away. Seiko a whole second away now from second place. As long as he doesn't slip or anything, he should be okay. Shachnev's kind of closing that gap into turn 12 and 13 here. And then we've got a huge gap after second place to Burr, who's now 4 seconds behind P2, and then behind him, Gomez, 3 seconds behind. The gaps are just fairly large already. As you see drivers, either they're all on different tires, or it's just everybody fell off. It's something you don't like to see. You can see up top left corner, Massini's got 5-second penalty. Vittorio's got a 5-second penalty as well. I'm cheering in chat for Gomez Racing. Gomez has made a rapid increase in position overall from the beginning of the race. Let's see, can I see where he started actually? But he's already up 2 positions. Massini's down 4. So Massini started in seconds down to 5th place. Gomez went from 6th place up to 4th place. It was great to see. Seiko went up 3 positions from 4th place into 1st. Back to Seiko. Still trying to hold off Shachnev. Getting a little bit of choppiness once again. Sorry, everybody. Seems to be on losing some stuff. How's everybody hear me? You hearing okay?
You only have a little bit of auto-tune going. It's not very
Streamlabs seems to be failing again, unfortunately. Well, I can't tell if we got it. Okay. Thank you guys. If you guys lose me or anything, feel free to write it out in chat. I can see if you guys are losing things. So, Shachnev now on the heels of Seiko, now 0.7 seconds behind. Going a little bit wide. Oh, and Shachnev just hit the wall, spinning around. He's going to try and rejoin. You're going to see Burr be able to get the overtake done as they go into turn 10.
Lo so, se inizia a piovere si raffreddano.
Well, unfortunate for Shachnev, he was closing that gap, hit the wall. But Burr is now up in second place and going to do everything he can to run away from Shachnev. Seiko now has a 6-second gap to second place. So all he's got to do is think about being safe. Morant coming up to Alatar. He's just going to quickly do the overtake. Turn 11. Alatar just giving him that position. Morant's got a lot of time to make up starting from the pits, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, it looks like over the course of an hour, Morant has something along the lines of a minute, maybe over a minute of time to catch up.
That's unfortunate.
If anybody can do it, Morant can.
Yep, and he's only got an hour to do it now because we had a 2-hour race. We've reduced it to 1 hour, being that there's only 10 people on track.
Yeah.
Burr still trying to hold off Shachnev. Shachnev's fastest time is a 2:22, whereas Burr's is 2:24. So if he's going to hold him off, he's got to really hold him off. He may, out of strategy, give him this position so that he can use draft and fuel conservation as well. We'll see these two race for a little while. As they go down through the start line into a rouge. Down Kemmel straight.